Alright, first time we're using these. They're pretty simple to put together. Just fold the bag over the ring, like so. And then snap the ring on into the holder. And you can see it's good and tight. 4 gallons of sap weighs about 32 pounds, and I was putting more than 32 pounds pressure on that. We got 2 different type of maple trees right here. The one in the back is a sugar maple. I think this one in the front might be a red maple, but it still gives us good sap. So, and the right distance, I measured it, is about the end of where this bit starts to slim down there. So that's how far I go in. I can't remember the exact distance right now. If you want to clean the hole out, try not to get any sawdust in it. There's always going to be some, but as little as possible. And then you just take your tap or spile, whatever you want to call it. Put it in there until it's nice and tight. And with these, you just hang it on. There's a little catch there so that you can hang on and it's secured up against the tree. I think it's for tapping, it's 12 inches to put 1 tap on, and then 18 inches in diameter. You can do 2. Basically every other 6 inches in diameter, you can add 1 more tap. We have never went over 3 taps, even on the bigger trees that we have, just because we don't want to scar out the trees too bad. Put 1 on this one. It could probably handle 2, but I'm just going to put 1, and I'm probably going to put 2 on the tree in the back there because it's the second biggest maple tree we have. Like I said, this is our second biggest maple tree. I would guess it's over 100 years old. And my family's owned this land for 50 years, a little bit more than. So it's been here twice as long as that. I know my grandfather, when my mom was little, did tap a few trees. This might have been one that he tapped, I'm not sure. But really, I think it's, they say that a good sap tree has to be around 35 years old or so. Those maples are slower growing trees. But I'm gonna put another one right over here, and then we'll show you the rest of our trees. This is another, I think I call it red maple back there, but it's a scarlet maple. It's a big one. It could hold more than 1 tap, but we're only putting 1 in it because we don't get a lot of sap from this one. It buds out a lot earlier, and once they bud out, the sap's bitter. It's also a little difficult to trek back here. Got some trees down. We're gonna have to get cleaned up in the spring. So it's gonna be fun coming and getting this one out too. But we'll get her tapped and then we'll get over to some more. Here's another tree. Then we're gonna put 2 taps in. It's another big one. Probably the 3rd biggest. You can see they're all kind of leaning a bit, which is hopefully not too concerning because maple trees can live a long time and they're pretty deep rooted as far as I know. But this one's been a decent producer in years past. We didn't show you the biggest producer. It's in kind of a weird area and got to get to it awkwardly because of the goats. So, okay, I think this is tree number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're doing 15 taps in about 10 different trees. There's Pepper coming to supervise. So we don't do a lot. We would like to do more someday. There's people with property across the road that have, I'm sure, a ton of maple trees, but they right now don't want us on their property. Nothing that we've done, just that people have mishandled the responsibility in the past. But we're in communication with them, and I think we'll get there eventually. So we just basically do the syrup for our own personal use and the family. We might try making some maple sugar this year. We've never done that. But the last time we tapped was 2 years ago, and we're just now running out of syrup. So that's how much we make for, just a small amount that we do. But we would like one day to have maybe a little bit more and be able to make some money off of it. But we're not there yet, but hopefully we will get there. Okay. So we got 4 more trees here. 2 taps in one of them. 1 tap in each of the other 3. We had, unfortunately, one of the trees that we have tapped in the past did get blown over in some windstorms over the winter. We actually have a lot of trees that we need to get cut up and taken care of. You're probably not seeing any sap flow. It's actually below freezing right now. It's about 28, 29 degrees. It's got to get up to at least the freezing, at least 32, but really the sap flows best when it's around 40. So as this week goes on, it's supposed to get up a little warmer, and we should have some good sap flow, and we'll try to get some video of that as well. But you can see there's still a lot of, we've lived here for 4 years now, been working on the house mainly for the past several years, but there's still a lot that we need to get cleaned up, brush wise and stuff. The house sat empty for about 12 years before us, and my grandpa died about 6 years before that, so a lot of the maintenance of the property just kind of went downhill. But we're slowly getting there, and hopefully you've enjoyed our little adventure with tapping some maple trees. So I was a little worried about these bags holding up to getting completely full, and I think my worries were unfounded. That's a 4-gallon bag, so that one is pretty much completely full. That one's probably got 3 gallons in it. This one back here, not as much, but you can see that dripping off real good. And this is the first time we've used this type of system, and 2 days in, I gotta say I'm pretty pleased.